These spinach phyllo pastries are one of my go-to appetizers for parties and perfect for the holidays. In a large pan on medium-high heat, we're going to saute some finely chopped onions, garlic, and jalapenos in some unsalted butter. I'm adding a bit of oil so the butter doesn't burn. Once the edges of the onions and garlic have a bit of golden brown color, add in your chili flakes. If you want to keep this mild, you can leave the chili flakes out. Add in handfuls of spinach. Fill your pan with spinach, let it wilt, then add more, and repeat about 3 times. Season your spinach mixture at the end with salt and pepper and make sure that all the water has evaporated. We don't want to put a watery mixture in our phyllo pastry or it'll get soggy. Once the moisture has evaporated, transfer the spinach mixture to a large mixing bowl. Add in a softened block of cream cheese. You can soften it in the microwave for about 40 seconds to a minute so it's easier to mix in. Add in freshly chopped coriander or parsley if you prefer. Taste the mixture for seasoning. I added more chili flakes because I wanted it to be spicier. I added in about 3 to 4 handfuls of shredded mozzarella cheese. I didn't have crumbled feta on hand today, but I highly recommend that you add it in. You want this mixture to be almost stiff because once it bakes, the cheeses will melt. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I have 16 sheets of dough in this box of phyllo pastry. I'll be using 2 sheets per log, so I divided my mixture into 8. Each log gets roughly the same amount of filling. Position the shorter edge of the phyllo pastry closer to you and lightly brush with melted unsalted butter. You don't need to cover the whole sheet with butter, focus mainly on the shorter edges. Spoon the spinach mixture in a line and roll fairly tightly. Place the roll into a 13 by 9.5 by 3.5 inch baking dish that's been lined with parchment paper. I ran out of parchment paper, but trust me, it'll make transferring and cleaning up a breeze. Make sure the ends of the phyllo dough are touching the edges of the pan, because once they bake, the cream cheese mixture will want to melt out and we need a barrier to block it. In one baking dish, I fit 6 rolls and put the other 2 rolls in another baking dish. Brush them with an egg wash, which is just eggs whisked with a splash of cream or milk. I'm topping my pastries with sesame seeds and nigella seeds. Bake for about 20 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Rotate the baking dishes halfway. You can give them another 5 minutes to get golden brown if needed. Once they're out of the oven, let them cool for about 20 minutes. If you see any pockets where the cream cheese burst, gently push it back in. It'll set as the pastries cool. You can cut them into small pieces and serve warm. The crunchy phyllo pastry and the creamy, cheesy, spicy spinach filling make this appetizer so addictive. Enjoy!